Hi, I'm John Townsend from James Townsend & Son, and welcome to our question and answer series. Today we're covering many questions about our herb garden episode. Thanks for joining us today. We got an amazing quantity of comments and questions. Wow, keep them coming. I can't answer them all, but I read every single one of them. Thank you. Our first question comes from Jose Garcia, and he's asking a question about our earthen oven series. He says, can you put a layer of cement on top to protect it from the rain? Cement is not a good mix for the clay that's underneath it. The two don't work well together. If you do want to try a covering like that, then a lime and sand mixture is what you're looking for, and that'll let it breathe a lot better and still protect it from the rain. I don't have any specific information on that beyond what's inside the earthen oven book that we sell on our website. There'll be a link to that book below in the description text of this video. Terry Kuntz-Tom is writing on the portable soup episode. And she says, a question for you. What about using some sort of vinegar like apple cider vinegar or some other acid, a teaspoon or two, depending on the amount of meat and water to break down the bones to get that nutrition in the broth as well? That is a common modern practice that we see in many of the modern recipes for bone broth. We dug through all the 18th century English cookbooks that we had that had similar portable soup recipes and similar recipes like that, and none of them mentioned the vinegar. So apparently that was not in at least common practice by the English in the 18th century. Now, that doesn't mean to say that that wasn't something that was happening in other cultures at the time, and it could be why that's been brought into the modern bone broth context, or it's a more modern sort of invention, I guess. The rest of the questions are all about the herb garden video. Mike Croft, his question is, do the texts deal with medicinal herbs in their kitchen gardens, or were those a specialty art back in the 18th century? You'll see many of the 18th century cookbooks dealing with medicinal herbs that you would very likely find in a standard kitchen garden. And this topic of medicinal herbs and all that we're going to cover in much greater depth in future episodes. We've got a guest planned that has a lot of information, a lot of knowledge about this sort of topic. So look for that in a few months. We still haven't scheduled those videos, but it looks like they'll be really good. HWIT 9000 writes, a couple of herbs I haven't heard much of for many years is summer savory and winter savory. I have a few old cookbooks that call for these herbs, but I haven't seen any recipes in newer cookbooks that call for it. Do you know if they were used much in 18th century cooking? Yes, both. They were separated out, and you see recipes that talk about both summer savory and winter savory in 18th century gardening books and in some of the recipes. So yes, John Doe writes, please tell me that rosemary is an 18th century herb, please. Well, I can say yes, rosemary is very commonly used in 18th century recipes. In fact, I'll have a link here and take you to one of the Savoring the Past blog posts. Kevin did one several months ago that lists 18th century herbs found in 18th century cookbooks, English cookbooks that is, and that's a great blog post for looking at finding some of those real common herbs that you'll see in recipes. So make sure to check out this link to the blog. So I've got a few announcements, and the first one is for tomorrow. We start a new ongoing series called Friday Resource Forum, and it's all about sharing resources, us sharing resources with the community, and you guys sharing resources back in the comment section. And it should be really good. So make sure to check out this video tomorrow. Also, Michael Dragoo is going to be at Boonesboro next weekend. Not this like Saturday, but next week. If you are in that area and you can go to that event, you can meet Michael. Make sure to say hi from me. And Monday's cooking episode is going to be Ivy showing us how to candy violets, and she did a great job. Make sure to tune in on Monday. I want to thank everyone we get an amazing quantity of wonderful comments, some very, very good questions, and it's great. Thank you so much for interacting with us and sharing with our community. If you're a new viewer and you haven't subscribed, press the subscribe button up here. That'll take you to a spot where you can subscribe. That really is the best way to get notification of all the new videos that are out. I want to thank everyone for watching.